Jesus is asking, will you trust me? Will you take my hand? Isaiah 41:13. Live Salted, it's so diverse with the age group. So you get to speak to people who've been doing it for a long time, people who are older but they're new to it, young people who've been doing it for a long time. You get so many different perspectives, and it's such a vulnerable community. I've never been in a space where people are so honest about their journey with God. That's the answer. Like the vulnerability, the community, the transparency, the honesty, we're all going through something. And we're all still very much seeking to have a relationship with God, to be in that space, to be able to like call upon him at any time, like I'm struggling with this and I need you to show up, or at least tell me like, what do I do so I can be at peace with this thing?
When I think about the future and I think about SALT, lives being impacted, women returning to their faith, that they would experience the freedom and deep joy and deep calm that comes from knowing and walking with the real Jesus.
I think the gap that Live Salted provides and fills, the effort to try to understand and seek understanding and to sit with another woman and hear their story and to listen and to wrestle and have those challenging questions.
And I'm like, this is some powerful stuff, because all of these women in the room came for something, and we're each getting everything that we want and what we need in this moment. I would say that was the first time I realized my power of like, I can call on God at any time, like that. Not as if he's like a genie, but if I'm really like vulnerable and I'm like, okay, Lord, like I want to experience you, like come in and have your way, he'll do it. And that is just like a very, very powerful thing. And so just seeing that with all those women, different ages, like different stories, different backgrounds, it's like, oh my God, he's here with each and every one of us for everything that we need and want. And that's just the most amazing thing, I would say. And I wouldn't have experienced that if I didn't go.
It's not just only happening in events, it flows out, and I think that's how discipleship works, is that it outpours into the everyday life, like doing life together, sitting down, like being on a video call, being like sending a voice note, praying over someone who's like reached down and like, yo, I need prayer. It is a day-to-day call of obedience and a day-to-day call to serve those around us.
The difference in the freedom that I feel in my life now, in my mind and my body and my spirit and my ability to be authentic in who I am, it has completely shifted. And Live Salted seeded that for me. It showed me something different. And so I just want all women to experience that. I want it for my daughter who's 22. I want it for, the women who are older than me that have lived bound by religious rules and ideals and carry guilt and shame. If people could experience that freedom and that deep joy and care, it would change, the world really.
Regardless of what it looks like just keep trusting, keep believing. He's got you, he's gonna show up. He does it every time. He's not a human, he's not flaky, he's not shifty. It's like he's who he says he is. He's gonna do what he says he's gonna do. Believe that. Hold on to that regardless of whatever else.